An inspiring address for sure from the new head coach, Jim Caldwell, who now joins us live. You did watch his introductory press conference live here on Channel 7 at 4 o'clock, and a whirlwind day for you, I'm sure. When you look at the big picture here and see everything that goes into your introduction, well, what goes through your head and how have you been soaking it all in?
Well, obviously you can tell rather quickly that there's certainly a great fan base here, that the community is certainly involved in the team, love the team, because of the fact that they took us around. We met a lot of people in the organization and outside of the organization that have a deep commitment to this organization, and they want to see this team win. So it's been fast and furious, all day long.
You described the interview process as painstaking, and many of us zeroed in on the fact that they were comfortable with two of you. Many of us thought that Ken Whisenhunt might be the first choice, which then led people to say, well, Jim Caldwell's the second choice. How did you deal with that process, and what were these last few days like for you?
Well, my job was to try to just keep working to get myself in position to get this job. And the other things I was not worried about, and didn't listen to very many of them, because oftentimes you find that the information might not be quite as accurate as you would think. But nevertheless, I knew without question that this was a great fit for me. This is a job that I wanted from the beginning, and I'm certainly glad that it worked out.
As you look at this team, and you're a coach that came in here as an offensive coordinator and played against this team less than a month ago, what does it need to get to that next level, and how can you provide that?
Well, I think one of the things you learn in this league is that there's very, very little difference between 3-13 and 13-3. I mean, it's about like that. Matter of fact, there was one year we had the 14-0 run in 2009. There were 7 games we came from behind in the fourth quarter in order to win. We could have been 7-7 as easy as we were 14-0. So the big thing is, I think, is that it's going to need some tweaking in some areas, and in some areas it's going to need a lot of hard work and determination. And it's always a combination of those two.
The biggest feather in your cap is that you've worked with 2 quarterbacks who've gone on to win Super Bowl MVPs under your guidance. That's what's expected here with you and Matthew Stafford. When you look at Matthew Stafford as the franchise quarterback, what do you see and what do you expect from him, and how can you help him?
Well, the first thing is, if you ask me the question, does he have the ability to certainly line up and take you to a Super Bowl and win it? Absolutely. He has talent, he has ability, and the big thing is we just got to get him to the point where he's comfortable and certainly playing up to the level of his talent.
Well, we wish you all the best. We thank you for a couple of minutes. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
All right, that is Jim Caldwell, the new head coach of the Detroit Lions. We'll be talking much more with him, and there'll be much more from his news conference coming up on Action News. Reporting live at Ford Field, Tom Leyden, 7X News. We send it back to you.